So here we are at Lakes Track, up on the central coast of New South Wales, near Newcastle. It's the second day of our 2015 six-bike 450 motocross shootout. And as you can see behind me, it's a pretty parched lakes track. Yesterday we were at the McCleary Ranch and we had some beautiful sandy conditions and loamy conditions, which is fantastic for for looking at the power of the bike and looking at chassis balance. Here at Lakes, much better obviously the downhill braking. You can see the hills behind me, real emphasis on the suspension and what the suspension's doing loaded up, and also for the tractability of the bikes, because it's very slick. And the reason it's slick is that yesterday we had 32 degrees and it was hot. Today 40 degrees, and it's been a blinder. It's been hard, but it's been a great test. And I've been very interested in the 450s this year because it's a real landmark year in a lot of ways for the 450s. Even if you take it from a suspension point of view. Let's have a look. You've got the Suzuki and the Kawasaki, both come out with Showa's new SFF Air TAC, the triple air chamber fork, a very interesting fork that's sort of fresh out of racing circles, I suppose you'd say. The Honda gets the Type 2 PSF, the pneumatic spring fork, the Kayaba, upgrades from last year. The Yamaha doesn't got a lot of changes. It still runs the coil spring fork, the Kayaba 48mm. But then you've got both the Husqvarna and the KTM, which have got WPs. They've moved from the twin cartridge 48mm WP fork to the Force ES. It was first released on the Enduro bikes and originally pitched as very much as an Enduro fork, but has been adapted for these bikes. But look, it's not only been the suspension that attracted us to the 450s this year, and I think made it a really intriguing test. It's really, a lot of the bikes have got huge overhauls. I mean, the Honda, for instance, got massive overhauls to its engine. Suzuki across the board to engine and frame. Kawasaki, a lot of tweaks across the board. Again, a lot of emphasis on electronics and their ECU. KTM Husky, more tweaks, I suppose. They've done a lot of work, I guess, on their linkage and the shock, which has really changed the dynamic of those bikes. So it's been a very interesting test, and it's not just it certainly wasn't just a matter of upgrading a little bit from last year's bikes and saying, hey, it stepped 2 degrees or 5% one direction or another. They were in a lot of ways completely different bikes. I'd probably say that Yamaha aside, because that was the least changed of the six. So look, it's been a very interesting couple of days. All 6 bikes, all fantastic. You got 4 bikes from Japan, 2 bikes from Europe, There's $1,000 difference in the price. You can sort of throw a blanket over them. They're all very aggressively priced, somewhere between $11,000 and $12,000. So for us, doing these tests is not just about saying, hey, this one won, this one's a shootout winner, and this one came a narrow second, and this one's no good. These are all fantastic bikes. They're all refined, and the best offerings that these, a lot of technology goes into these bikes these days. So for us, it's about revealing the sort of personality and the various character of the bike, and the best way for us to do that, we feel, is in a big Shootout article, which is coming out in the January-February issue of Transmoto, which is going on sale in early January. So to get a real insight into each of these bikes, how they differ, who they're likely to suit, what style of rider and what sort of track, grab that article and have a look.